Since everything's working, shall we resume our Mass Effect journey? Yes. Alright. The hell were we doing last? Let's see. We still need to go to Novaria and Pharos. I don't remember what volume we had the actual thing, so please speak up if you think it's getting a bit too loud. So, I know it's really quiet right here, but it'll get really loud. It'll get really loud. Oh, we have something for, our Krogan buddy. So, we want to go through here every now and then, because every time we do, we find out other things. So we need to go talk to Kahoku. We need... Okay. We're gonna actually take a quick detour to the Citadel. Oh right, we were on Luna, the Muna. To the Serpent Nebula. No, I didn't know your name was Deanna. Cause you know, people never get wrong phone calls these days, right? The amount of robocallers I get daily is just legitimately way too much. Like, it's at the point where it's like, I know I have to answer the phone because there's a chance somebody from work calls me. But like, anytime I get a just a call from an unknown number, I always do a quick Google search of it. And it usually just says robocall warning. I'm like, okay.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got
crap.
brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow. Too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack. It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition.
Crack!
Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I love the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more
Not
about
you.
this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures. Hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb.
Yummy.
100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. Don't worry about it.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
I love Joker. Like, he gets so into his conversations with you, and then you're like, all right, I gotta go. He's like, okay, whatever, bye. He's just so dismissive. So he's just like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. See what I think about you, Commander. Commander Shepard. Shepard.
Equalizing interior pressure
With exterior atmosphere.
Log. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
I am not ashore. I am Commander Shepard.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Commander Shepard, SSV Normandy.
You don't know who I am, do you, Commander? I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship, and you.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge
Xenophobes.
the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
The Normandy is a fine ship, sir. She's served us well so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander. Useless in a stand-up fight. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long.
They're all so mean.
Commander, I'm not happy.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy can be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment.
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
I think the Normandy is a good ship, sir. Even if you disagree, you have to see that her joint construction and multiracial crew make the Alliance look better.
Your job is to look good, Commander. The Alliance navies is to win wars. I'm not convinced Normandy isn't a waste of taxpayer money, but I am convinced that you believe otherwise, and that you'll use it to its best ability. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
Not as negative as I planned. but it's still gonna be negative.
Seeing the ward stretching out before you really makes you appreciate the Citadel as a true wonder of Prothean engineering.
I just love, you know, how
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system
huge
catastrophically overloaded recently.
the lore is for this game.
Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
Like, they set up a good, like, system, world, everything with just one, and then they took that and then just tripled it in 2, and then quadrupled that in 3, and then they took this giant pot, took half of it, and put it in a different pot, and quintupled that pot. Like,
Commander Shepard?
I think it's insane.
Police have been seen in Al Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that.
Reporters.
Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander.
Don't you just love
One last
reporters?
question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
I'm afraid I can't comment on whatever my current assignment may or may not be.
Don't worry, we'll find out. The eyes of Earth are on you. Don't let us down. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
I'll let you know that she's probably very ticked off at us right now. Where are we going again? We have 2 things to do. Presidium. We want to go to the tower and talk to Kahoku. Kasnoku. Gafloku, Bloku, Noku. Closed captioning did very well following what I was saying.
No, I'm waiting to... Commander, any word on my missing men?
I'm not sure how to tell you this, Admiral. Your men were killed by a thresher moth.
A thresher maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
Captain Anderson said you had information.
Not as much as one of my crew,
All right.
the missing recon group.
Anything you need from me?
We already talked
Not
about
right
Brad.
now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I...
That's taken care of. Now we need to go talk to Nasana. Na 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 sana. Embassies. Thank God I've got this game memorized. It's funny, I've got games like this memorized, but when it comes to like my homework or like anything I need to do on a day-to-day basis that actually knowing what it is off the top of my head would be super useful. Nah, don't got it memorized. It's not a video game. Back when I was in school, it would have been nice. For my homework. Nasanana.
I know you. You're Commander Shepard, the human Spectre. Is there something I can do for you?
You're Nasana, right? I ran into your sister, Dahlia. It didn't end well for her.
What? Are you saying she's...
Dahlia's dead, Nasana, and I know she was blackmailing you.
And I was all set to try to manipulate you into hunting her down for me. But I guess that won't be necessary now, will it?
You wanted your sister dead?
If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
You're a diplomat on her way up the ranks. It could be handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits, but I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye,
Hey,
Shepard.
I was in
It has been
law
a pleasure
school
doing
2.5
business with you.
years ago. Don't give me that. I had homework. Also, I'd just like to say we just swindled our way into getting, you know, extra stuff. We need to go to the Horsehead Nebula. Okay. Oh, we need to see Werner. Ugh. So, Conrad Werner. Interesting individual. He turns up a couple of times throughout the series. So we'll go see him. Let's see, if I remember correctly, he is by the markets. Oh, I know. See? Mr. Conrad Vanna.
Hey, there are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
The vids are all talking about Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home. And they also say that you don't take crap from anybody. You're showing them what humans can do. Hey, can I get your picture?
Can I get your picture?
I don't have a problem with it, but why?
You're a hero, Shepard. Decades from now, humanity's going to remember you. And I'll have your picture. Just hold up
I'll
your hand.
have your picture.
Perfect. Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
My wife will love it.
I am not used to this kind of environment. Too much time working by myself.
This isn't a purchase.
Alright, anyway, let's go back to our ship and leave. Nope, wrong one. If Trying to think, what do we want to do? Where do we want to go?
In a further development in the Eden Prime investigation, the Council has reportedly revoked the Spectre status of one of its operatives. While the unnamed operative has not yet been apprehended, a Council spokesman confirmed that corrective actions had been taken.
That's it. Yeah, it's interesting spending time here on the Citadel because you just get tidbits. Like, you get missions from hearing about things. You hear the results of your missions when you do other side things. Like, remember the computer that was siphoning off credits and it was trying to transfer itself onto a cruiser? And it blew up. Well, they talked about it. They're like, a computer overloaded and nobody really knows why it was there or anything. Investigations are afoot.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I never let the white line touch me if I can help it. Ah. You can't decontaminate me, bitch.
Decontamination in progress.
Bitch, I chase you. Oh god, it touched my arm. My arm! It got me!
The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
XO Presley has relieved his trousers. Alright, we want to go talk to not Rex. Rex, not Erd. Is this not the slowest moving elevator you've ever seen? I thought I was gonna die.
Looking for supplies?
I'm always looking for supplies.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Nah, I bet the world's first was even slower. Oh, they're not here. Alright, hold on. I want to know what they are holding. Hold on a second. Liara, what do you have equipped? You have a stiletto. Tali, what do you have equipped? Okay, so you do have that. Then I will go buy the pistol.
Looking for supplies?
I'm always looking for supplies.
You bet, Commander.
I need to buy the pistol. Thank you. Now we talk to Erdnot Rex.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Shepard.
I found this armor. Does it belong to you?
Let me see. Yeah. This is it. Hard to believe my ancestors wore this piece of crap. But at least it's back where it belongs. Thanks, Shepard. I might be starting to like you after all.
You getting soft on me, Rex?
Huh. Just because I like you doesn't mean I wouldn't kill you.
Just because I like you doesn't mean I won't kill you. That's how you should always approach all your friendships. Just because I like you doesn't mean I won't kill you. And then stare at them with dead eyes until they walk away.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Steren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
It's funny, if you actually think about it, Quarians are probably the closest to humans.
What was your father like?
In terms of, like, lifespan and
As
everything?
the daughter of one of the Admiralty, even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now, I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much.
Once this is done, I'll expand a little, I believe.
People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me.
Life's expectancy.
But he never really showed it. Not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something.
Like what? See you later.
So I believe in terms of the top races, the more important races that we see, Solarians have the shortest lifespan. Humans have the second shortest, tied with Quarian. And then Turian has a longer lifespan than the Quarian humans. And then Asari live the longest out of the main. At least that's what I believe. I mean, I know Asari lived the longest. And Solarians lived the shortest. We'll learn more about Solarians in the next game, though. Oh, excuse me on the yawns, yo.
Message coming in.
Patching it through.
Patching it through.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. She shouldn't have ambushed you like that, but you handled it pretty well.
We had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home.
She came across as a raving idiot. That's why I interact with Al-Jalani. Is because she looks bad. If you are good, if you are a paragon, she looks like an idiot. If you are a renegade, then she comes across, you know, you look like an idiot. We did Argus Row, right? Yes. Let's go to the Horsehead Nebula. I love the pictures of these different galaxies. Like, they're gorgeous. All the pretty space colors, you know? It's just like space. Space. And we love the space.
Shepard, this is Admiral Kahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher War. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus. An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before they find me.
Dun dun dun! Cerberus is after me. Amaranthine. Like, part of me wants to legitimately fly through this game, do all these missions as fast as possible, just so we can move on to 2, which is a lot more interesting. Then we can move on to 3, which there's a lot more to do in 3, obviously. But then, God, I don't remember much at all of Andromeda, though. So, like, I really want to play Andromeda again. And we also need to make the decision, where do we want to play the next gen of Mass Effect? Do we want it on PC? Or do we want it on PlayStation 5? Both very important questions. Up, and my controller died. I was wondering when it was gonna die. Yay, batteries! But I prepared for this last week. I did not prepare well enough. I grabbed AAA. But I'm still prepared because I got double A's right here. So I'm not as prepared as I wanted to be. Energizer. Take it to the max. One thing I hate about controllers. Yeah, I know, it's a very me question. I'm torn. Because I grew up with these games on controller, you know, and Xbox and everything, I kind of want to keep it on console, but at the same time, so do I, but the Xbox, I don't have anything to do that with the Xbox. I don't have a wired Xbox controller. I have a wired Xbox One controller, and I'll be completely honest, my wired Xbox, both Xbox 360 and Xbox One's controllers, I have broken them. I have broken so many. This Xbox 360 controller I have right here is from when I got it in 2011. Oops. Wait, did I? Okay, I did. I was like, did I remember to do that one thing I wanted to do? Okay, nothing to worry about that. Alright, map. Now we go to this anomaly. But yeah, that's how I play with my PlayStation controllers, 100% hooked up. Like, I know for, like, that's what I look for constantly. Like, I want to find just a wired PlayStation 4 controller. Because I know that my PlayStation 4 controller at this point, because it's just been 100% plugged in and never not plugged in, its battery life does not exist. Let's learn from our mistakes in the past and save every now and then. Because we know the worlds, you don't auto-save unless you go inside of something. Actually, funnily enough, that's what happened to my, like, ultra old laptop before I got rid of it. Is, like, I had to get rid of it because, well, the battery lasted literally, like, if it was unplugged, it would die within 8 seconds, I think, was the longest it used to last unplugged before it would just die. Even if you put it to sleep first, it would die in 8 seconds. Granted, it was also the same laptop I used for recording in college as well as school. So that thing went from class to being plugged in, gamed on all day. For years. Years and years and years and years. And it always was plugged in, never not plugged in. So, yeah, I killed that bad boy pretty badly. But that thing struggled to just open up a web page in, like, I think I got rid of it like 4 years ago. Like, just trying to double click to open up Google Chrome, for instance. It could take up to 10 minutes just to open.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
I killed them because they deserve it. Now I'm placing you under arrest.
Surely you don't think that necessary. Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. These crimes are hardly worth your time. If you press the issue, my assistants are very
My
well equipped to deal with
assistants.
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving. It's too late to change that.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those two idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
My men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. That's right, Commander Shepard. Intergalactic cop. One of the best. The elite. Top of the top. Cream of the crop. Cream of wheat. Cream of mushroom soup. Yeah, I got nothing else. Now let's go to the Strenus. So after we do Novaria, we are going to do the DLC. One of two DLC, actually. Zawin. This DLC actually has an impact in 3, I believe? Maybe 2? Definitely is reflected upon in 3. Yes. Is it? Wait, am I thinking of 2? I feel like there's something here. There is. Ha ha! I was like, no, there's always some mission. Always. Or, well, there's always some. No, maybe not. No, yeah, that's everything, so. Okay. What do you mean, what? I could have sworn there's one planet you can land on in every single. Or at least there's one place you can go into on every single planet, but I guess I'm wrong. But yeah, Mass Effect likes to build on itself. One of the things they really tried to sell in this game is your choices matter. That's what they really tried to push. Your choice in everything you do leads into the next game,
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business.
We can discuss that after 3.
Landing access granted, Normandy.
Landing access granted.
Confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
Like I said, we'll discuss that.
I think I'll take my next leave here.
We'll discuss that. We'll discuss that after we beat 3. We'll discuss it later. So I gotta really remember to talk to Joker after every main mission, because he has comments about everything. We missed the one about Liara, unfortunately, so... Because we didn't talk to him immediately after, and I completely forgot.
Equalizing interior pressure
With exterior atmosphere.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore.
XO Presley has the deck.
That's far enough.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect.
I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, man.
We will need to confirm that.
Load
Also,
of
I must
horse
advise you that
crap,
firearms are
ma'am.
not permitted on Novaria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
It would not be wise to search for the Geth unarmed.
Stand down. Their house, their rules.
I'll be behind you. That armor's in good condition?
Captain Matsuo, stand down. We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Parasini-san.
Behave yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of how everybody reacts to Shepard. You're a Spectre? Bullshit.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia. She is here?
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Ananias for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
No, I don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're part of my crew.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
Another reason you know that this game is 100% fiction is because everybody here is uber fit.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development.
Fiction!
For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel.
It's like every time I see, like,
If you have
Tali,
questions or concerns, our
Liara,
friendly
Shepard,
administrative staff is
every
always available.
human.
Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
Like, these are all, like, top executives, like, these are lazy people.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies
With
here.
any joy.
This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
That is not inaccurate.
Maybe later. Right now, I need supplies.
Of course. This one apologizes for inconvenience.
View armor. Turian and Krogan armor. Wonderful. That's exactly what I need for my non-Turian and non-Kroger.
Has the other reconsidered this one?
Maybe later.
Yeah, we're not gonna smuggle for you, boy.
This one apologizes.
View upgrades. I love how it doesn't even say, I'd like to view upgrades. It's just, view upgrades.
Has the other...
Maybe later.
Of course. This one apologizes.
What's Shepard doing? Oh, he's viewing things. They're like, really? Yeah, how do you know? He didn't say anything. Oh, he has that look. He's got the look of somebody as if he was viewing something.
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking.
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking to you.
How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Annaleus.
One moment, please. Mr. Annaleus.
Yes, what?
What?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
More Solarians, they all sound the same. They all sound like this. Hello, I'm impatient. I need to do things. Please leave me alone.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain spaceborne vagabonds.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of
I
life
mean,
and
that
material?
sometimes happens.
Project
Also,
leads
hi,
have the
Luna.
final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Venezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
What can you tell me about her
I
cargo?
love this series, honestly.
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
Commandos? Odd that you shouldn't mind their presence.
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She's here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the sky.
A private facility.
Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Let him be stubborn, Shepard. I'm sure someone else here is willing to help us.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
12 credits. 12 credits per minute.
I have no more
It
questions
hasn't
at this
even
time.
been a minute, you fool.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages.
I've received a dozen urgent messages.
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a past to leave Hanshan. You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
So it would seem. I need an alternative.
It would have been better if he's like
Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar.
12 credits per
Can't say
second.
more. Not within earshot of Mr. Ananias.
Talk to you later.
Very well.
Talk to you later. Welcome to the Christmas world where it's snowing all year round. It's the world of Christmas. Now, if I were a hotel bar, where would I be? It looks like it's not the way for us yet. Not yet, at least. But we'll get there soon. One day.
Don't make us
The only reason you'd regret giving us these guns is if you shot first. We're not like Han Solo. Actually, we are. You shoot first. That's the last shot you take. Very festive. Hi, sleepy kitty. We've got ourselves a very tired cat, don't we, buddy? Yeah. Laura Kane.
Excuse me. The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity.
Closer to the
Or so
holidays.
Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself. He realized I was not a real buyer.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
You think this uniform's just for show? My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Do you think that Binary Helix obeys all the laws? That they do not spy on other companies?
What they might be doing somewhere else doesn't justify my acting against them here.
We're good people.
Very well, Spectre. I will be on my way.
We're the nice people. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no, I did it again.
My people have dealt with the corporations on the
Oh dear.
They pay well and they don't ask any questions.
This game is peak programming.
From all I've heard, blizzards are quite common here.
Okay, well, we may have just gotten ourselves stuck. Again.
My people have dealt with the corporations on Novaria. In the past.
Let's reload this and see if this works. If not, we have to go to an autosave because we're stuck. Whoopsies. I should remember, corners and edges and really anything in this game that's jutting out is not safe. Ha! Success!
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Lorik Keene? I've heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analaeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analaeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analaeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion?
Fly in the lotion?
Violence against Mr. Analaeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Hanshan's security.
Oh, you don't like his mandibles? Just kind of...
He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
If I have to kill the guards, I'm afraid I can't help you. There's still the law around here.
True enough, though I hasten to point out that Ms. Matsuo disapproves of outside contracting. If you change your mind, I will remain here. I see no other options at present. Back again.
I've been thinking over your difficulties with Analaeus.
Indeed.
Clearly it did. What the hell was it?
So if I help you, you'll help me.
Yes.
Oh,
you
well.
need to get into the garage.
That's funny.
If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you... He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD can... Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Oh, do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, will you? Of course. Okay. So it's great, actually. So, if you actually look at our backs, you can actually see, like, where all of our weapons are. So... it's shotgun at our butt. It's assault rifle on the right. Let's see. So pistol goes left side. Aight. The assault rifle's right side. Sniper's left side. Shotty's our butt. Pistol side holster. Like, they actually took the time to animate each and every single one of those, and it's amazing. Alright, where do we need to go? Ah, take the elevator. Like, that's just a nice little touch that they didn't have to do. Like, usually they don't show, like, all the possible weapons that you can have. And they just do some. You know? But no, they actually bothered to do them all. Is this what they meant by Lower Plaza? No, it's not. No, this is definitely not the way. I hate it when the games don't actually bother to tell you where to go. It's been forever since I've been here. Well, we can clear this up pretty quickly. So. Da 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 ding 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 ding. I'm gonna hedge my bets then. And think that it is over here. Is it this way? I don't think so.
Spectre, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for Maiko's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15.
Which red glow?
Synthetics Insights was shut down by Annaleus, and the matriarch came through.
You know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before.
Let me take a look. When we're done.
15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
What was that about Synthetic Insights?
Scuttlebutt says Lord Keene was on the take. So Annaleus shut down SI's offices. Quiet-like, so no off-world lawyers come in on it.
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Annaleus or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
Maybe you could let me borrow yours?
Sure. If I wanted to lose my job and get sued into the next spiral arm. Security tracks card use.
I have to go.
You need anything, I'll be here.
So, I believe, so it is on the weapons. So, all the weapons, they don't have, like, bullets, per se. They have a, it's a heat sink, that's what it's called. So, they have unlimited ammo. But the more you shoot, the more heat gets generated. And, so that needs to be, you know, lessened as it goes. So I believe that's just displaying the, you know, the fact that it's a heat sink type of deal.
Freeze! Anshan security. This office is sealed.
Lorik Keene gave me a pass in.
Keene? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
Ananias is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Ananias has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
There. Oh, that's several dead people. That was easy. There we go. There, that talks about the Strenus system. That might be what we needed for something to do there. Yep. So now we can go and do that quest. Pretty sure we just bitch slapped her into next week. And then we just disintegrated her into last year. Damn, Shepard. Damn, Shepard. Oh, we already have the combat scanner 5. Better polonium rounds are good. Better fire.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
You have me at a disadvantage, miss.
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Ananias would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're here off-duty breaking the law for bribe money. You expect us to feel bad for stopping you?
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun to rip you to pieces.
Probably should have used a gun, because I bitch slapped you to death. Hi, pretty kitty.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Ananias' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keene. I'll be waiting.
Before you talk to Kane, I'll be waiting. I'd love to get a drink with you.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keene to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
You work for Ananias. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, this month I stole 3 million credits. Keene's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Ananias' guilt in one package.
Why don't you ask Keene directly?
I'm Ananias' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
I thought corruption was the rule on Novaria.
The rule is, don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Ananias is driving customers away.
I need Keene's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
What's happening up on Peak 15?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega means a terminal breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
That doesn't tell me much.
That's all I've got. No one knows what's going on up there.
How can I get to Peak 15?
The shuttles are down, so you'd have to drive up. If you get Keene to testify, I'll get you into the garage.
Do you know why the matriarch is here?
Something to do with Peak 15. She arrived after we received their Code Omega, the automated warning of a containment breach. She came with an escort of Asari commandos. They took the last shuttle up to Peak 15 with a load of crates.
Do you know what she had in the crates?
No idea. The commandos wouldn't let anyone near them. They seemed heavy, though.
All right, I'll talk to Keene and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
Come talk to me when you know he'll play ball.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board was already investigating Ananias. They're concerned about the worm in their own fruit.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
I will wait here. Oh, I was enjoying that. Bop. I think we're gonna go back to the what's the word I'm looking for? Citadel after this, because I need to get a couple of things. And by after this, I mean after Novaria.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
So, how about getting me into the garage?
While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
Yeah, get a move on.
I demand you place this bitch under arrest.
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you would exercise it. Now that's a line I need to use more often. Perfect. Judging by what's coming up, I'm gonna want my pistol. Which is based upon what I remember.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely.
That's
The weather's
genuine.
supposed to be pretty bad out in the Lucas
Yes,
Valley.
yes. And the Gweth. They make the noise like the Predator.
Where are these things? What did you do here, Commander?
Me? I'm the victim here. The Geth attacked us.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
I need numbers, Captain. A dozen? 100?
Dozens, at least. They're machines. You could pack them tightly. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Not the loose Geth. See, when you're this overpowered, you don't have to worry about anything. And that's how I plan to keep it. At least in this game, we can be super overpowered basically immediately. After this, you actually gotta try a little bit. But the fire is so dreadful because I hate fire. Like, I'm ready for wintertime because, like, I hate the heat, but I also hate being cold. And it's much easier to warm up than it is to cool down. Because I can always put more layers on. Welcome back. We're just having a nice winter drive. It's bright as fuck, though. Ugh. Free stuff. See, snow is not the thing I hate. What I hate is ice. Ice is scary for me to walk. Polonium shredder. One year in undergrad, I was walking through a central commons area outside, and I got the comedic slip, feet straight up in the air, laying straight on my back, like wiped out in the middle of a fucking crowd. Like, you hate to see it, but it's so funny you can't help but laugh. Fortunately, somebody was nice enough to help me up. And, yeah. A couple minutes later, in front of me, somebody wiped out on the stairs, and then I escorted her to the classroom because she hurt herself pretty badly. A couple weeks later, I then slipped down a couple flights of stairs. That hurt. Oh. My back hurts just thinking about that one. You ever tumbled down a staircase? It wasn't a... Yeah, it was several flights. People had to get out of the way because I was falling. Nobody tried to stop me because I would have probably taken them out. Funny in hindsight. Absolutely painful at the time. I mean, it's still not rude though. Like, I'd feel worse if I took somebody out with me. Like... You know. I mean, I probably weighed the same amount I weigh right now back then because that was when I was still working, or not working, but that's where, you know, I went to a walking college, so, you know, I was walking several miles a day. No car. Walking. I used to walk around at 3 a.m. barefoot around town, actually. I was turning into a slight hippie for a bit. This was before I did video games every day, all day. So this would have been my first and second year of college. Oh no, it absolutely, like, you wouldn't believe the amount of girls doing the same thing. Drunk and otherwise. Well, it's a small college town, so, you know, lights everywhere. People everywhere. Like, it may be 2 a.m., but, like, the bars were still open. People were milling about. So it's not like it's a pitch black, nobody's around area. Like, I wouldn't have felt safe. Pitch black, nobody else around. Type of deal, you know? Yeah. At some point, I should probably level up, right? Eventually, maybe, perhaps. Nah, who needs to level up these days, man? Well, of course. Yeah. Like I said, like, my college was very small. Well, I say very small. It was bigger than my high school, obviously, but, like...
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
Hello, how you doing? Yes, you have. You have arrived gaily. Gaily. Like Gaily.
Way. They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
You use the English translation. Ew. Super high school level. That's from Danganronpa. The English translation of Danganronpa. Super high school level does not sound better than ultimate, let's be honest. Would you rather be the ultimate high school gay or the super high school level? Let's be honest here. I'd rather be the ultimate gay.
Animals, wind, this place is in bad shape.
It's the grab people. They're explosive little ants. The Rachni.
I've never seen anything like them.
Xenobiology is not my field. Maybe someone in the labs knows.
Xenobiology's not mine. Okay. Sure. I'll take out the hostiles. So it's exactly something I should do. I'm jelly handing all over these things. Jelly fingers. Now I'm craving a jelly donut. That's unfortunate. Good, more for me.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence
I like the cream-filled ones. I also like the custard-filled ones. Manual reactivation.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
I'm about 99.9% sure that this is making fun of the Clippy from Word. It looks like you're trying to do this. Would you like some help?
You're the virtual intelligence that runs this place?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
User alert.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Logging
User
you
alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual...
Is your brain critically failing again?
Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert.
Well, Shepard did the back bend. Beautiful. Wonderful, Shepard. Wonderful. When did you last autosave, Shepard? Wonderful. Oh well. Wunderbar. Wunderbar, wunderbar, wunderbar. Wonderful. That's where we last saved.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage.
I mean, the good news is I can fly through this pretty quickly and easily, though, so. And we'll remember to save. Part of me was actually thinking as I entered that room, I'm like, I should probably save. Proceeds to not. Leo. Oh, well. One of these days I'll get smart. I think the second game is a much more complete with saving and auto-saving and the glonais.
Xenobiology is not...
Think we're good, Commander.
I'd like to point out that we threw our grenade down and it went through that wall. That is all. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. Hey, we glitched the elevator again. Yay, we can spin. But, you know, whatever. Liara, use a fucking pistol. Tali, use your goddamn shotgun. You're trained in those weapons. My gosh. Not enough power to restart. Oh, I have to hit the power junction, don't I? Dang it.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence.
Ah, shit. Did not mean to do that. No, don't. I will manually do this. There we go. Hey, at least I didn't lose them. Alright, Clippy.
It looks like you're trying to restore. This system is ready. User alert.
Alright, probably do that.
Emergency.
Turn off the heat and hope.
The valve. When emerge. The router for the landline. I'm sorry.
That's all I need.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Very well, Commander.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Now we will save so we don't have to do that again. Yay!
Manual restart required.
And I'll level my squad. Gosh. I'm gonna give you that. Then I will give you some lift. You are gonna unlock your shotgun finally. Now you can get some good shotties. Perfect. Yes, 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 yes. Better shields, but worse damage protection. And it's not even that good more. It's not even a good amount of more stuff, so. Nah. Need those. Don't need anything there. Nah, don't need anything there. Liara. Got no amps. Actually, let's see Tali. That's exactly what Tali has. So I'll give that to you then. Perfect. Nailed it.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled.
We'll be smarter
Passenger
this
trams
time.
are offline.
Now entering main reactor.
Shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
We've been jammed. Raspberry jam.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Who uses raspberry jam?
User
Lone
alert.
Star.
Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
That's who killed us last time, by the way. Who knows what movie that one is? Who would use raspberry jam? Who is Lone Star?
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Anyone? Bueller. Bueller. I'll take that as a nobody knows what I'm referencing. It's not an artist. I'm quoting a movie.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
The answer I was looking for was Spaceballs, the movie. It's a brilliant comedy with some same, but like still, come on, it's got John Candy in it, so obviously you had to have watched it as a kid because John Candy.
Landline connections are disabled.
John Candy as
Passenger
rough.
trams are offline.
And rotate and shoot. Yeah, that's rough. The furry companion. And they flew around in a Winnebago.
Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Rewatch it. I believe it's on Netflix. I've completed repairs on Peak 15. It's really? I thought it was. Maybe it got removed. Netflix likes to put things on and take them off a lot. So... Not bad, not bad. Oh, while I'm thinking of it, Emotive, the, where's the package? While I'm thinking about it.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
Control group, loosen them. They're in... Can't escape. The tunnels now.
No worries.
Sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Out while you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here?
He must have felt there was no hope of surviving. That killing himself would be easier.
Connections restored. Processing new data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
What's this about loose contaminants?
Dangerous biological agents are present in the tramway decontamination chamber. The tram station has been sealed in the interest of crew safety. Activation of the fail-safe plasma jets is recommended prior to access.
How do I activate the failsafe system?
Okay.
Controls for the fail-safe systems are located in the security checkpoint outside decontamination.
Which is exactly where we're talking.
The fail-safe system is currently inoperable.
What would it take to get the decon failsafes operating again?
There is a hardware fault in the control system. This can be repaired on-site using a standard Omni tool.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Could you imagine if all you had to do to fix something was just play a little bit of Simon Says? Because I need to fix my tub right now. Just a little bit of Simon Says and bada bing, bada boom. It works. I wish.
Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station. Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Now arriving at Rift Station. Alright, we're gonna save manually right here so that, you know, when we inevitably die again because I'm an idiot, we're fine. Let's put some points in assault rifle. Oh, whoops. I gotta get everybody else, like... Let's work that. Now let's work that. You work that. Yes.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can those things work a train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot. I'd like to know who you are.
My name is Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore.
He ain't all there.
First we knew the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. Got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen, I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
It's too dangerous.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a week of assaults is no mean feat.
Only the best get assigned to high-security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Hostile contact!
He fell through the ground and died.
Think we're good, Commander?
Best fight.
Thanks for the help.
Hey,
The
Gray.
group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Nothing here. Nothing here. Cool.
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
You're not gonna go to the hot labs.
Oh, almost hit the wrong button. I still would really love to get one of those eye tracking software and just kind of, you know, all through, just so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at when I just kind of fly through everything.
What?
You're a member of the science teams?
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
That's a bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
You seem less upset at this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Tell me about
you
yourself.
interrupted.
I am Alestia Ialis from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
Did I interrupt something?
I was meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it would appear to be inattention.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me, and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
That's all for now.
Then I will
Then why would I?
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I heard there were some problems up here.
Furtively, I am concerned about the state of our guards. Many have been awake for days. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
What the hell are you looking at? You want me to use this?
Oh, he's rude.
What? No! Sorry, I haven't had much.
I like
sleep
the
since
little like thing they have across their chest right there. It makes me kind of just want to grab them and just yay. Just pick them up.
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know about the hot labs?
Nothing, I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
I'm looking for an Asari.
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Ayalis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
I'll report my gun to those suspicious noises. Security to elevator to secure lab.
What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature, but There was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Do you imagine that distinction makes this ethical?
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
There's a reason the Citadel conventions forbid bioweapons, Doctor.
I didn't expect you'd understand. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
What will it take to get
the quarantine labs? And once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Okay. Talk to Senor Ventralis. Also look for a Volus. A short little roly-poly. Roly-poly only to the quarantine and barracks. That's...
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra Medigel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
I've got work to do. Ba-dum, bow, ba-dum, bow, 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 bow. This is the quarantine, yeah. There's our roly-poly friend.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane.
God, am I sane.
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
In retrospect, a bad
I heard
decision.
you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I'll be leaving now.
I mean, but think about it. The fact that she got to hit the window once asking to be let in and then died shows that she would not have survived, or both of them would have died had he left the door open. Assuming it takes even a couple of seconds to open the door and everything.
You're not part of the crew.
I have Ventralis's permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed.
Right.
He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Woo, we created a cure by hitting
Your
4
mission
buttons.
ends here, Shepard.
I thought she seemed odd.
What happened to Ventralis's man?
I didn't have permission to come in. He got in my way. I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
My question is, who was trapped in the lab? Me or her? My best guess is she was trapped in this lab with me. Why do people keep thinking that they can best Commander Shepard? Best in the universe. Commander Shepard doesn't die. He gets a tiny cough and the universe forgives him. This poor man. He did.
They came out of there.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Benezia brought them with her.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access, like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I'll be leaving now.
So that's literally a shortcut directly to where we need to be. But who needs shortcuts? We just like to kill things, right? We like to use our gun, go pew pew pew, and things fall over dead. Sometimes we fall over dead because I'm not good at preserving my own life in this game. But it's okay. The universe forgives Commander Shepard for his indiscretions with living. And they give him a second chance at going pew 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 and making sure the pews don't hit him and they hit everybody else. Because look, I don't even have to aim half the time because the pew pew pews kill everybody. Pew!
Is that the cure? You did it?
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall, she just tried to kill us.
Alestia? That's unbelievable. I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders pulled strings to get her here.
Let me guess. Saren, the Spectre?
Yes. I think that was the name. I don't pay attention to the other research teams. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
Thanks for the warning. Here's the cure.
Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough. That, oh God, what a cliche. You saved their lives, do you know that?
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventrollis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
I don't know why I asked for the Medigel. We don't need it.
Relieved. It's pleasant to see you.
I'll see you later.
Grimly.
Grimly. I will hope it is so. My design is based off of Eeyore. That's the vibe I get.
Something you need?
I was attacked by the Asari who was in here. She killed your guard.
Dr. Ayalis? But she seemed like the most stable one here.
She was a huntress pledged to the matriarch. A group of Geth were with her.
Geth? I didn't know. God's honest truth, I thought she was just another egghead. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
I mean, am I wrong? He just likes to talk like this. Ba 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 ba.
Are you here to secure the situation?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
Wait. Is there an Asari matriarch here?
Asari? I have not seen one.
She is safe then, at Rift Station.
This is not important. You must be listening. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes? Mother always say.
Mother always say I'll meet the bed end.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
I need information on the neutron purge.
The neutron purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable containment loss, it is used to resolve the situation.
What exactly does this thing do?
The purge is a neutron burst weapon. 2 volumes of fissionable materials are brought together to form a critical mass. Most of the energy is released in the form of high-speed neutrons. This radiation is instantly lethal to any known form of life within 500 meters.
We would be wise to avoid touching any controls without reading the instructions.
That is advisable for all systems within this facility.
Is there an Asari here?
There is an Asari I cannot identify standing next to you.
How you tolerate literal-minded VIs is beyond me.
There are no others visible to my remaining internal sensors.
How many Rachni are in here?
I'm sorry, the sensor network is too damaged to provide an accurate count.
Give me your best guess.
Guessing is beyond my design parameters, Commander.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory...
Are there any survivors in here?
Yaroslav Tartakovsky, Director of Operations, is on the operations deck. There are no other living crew members within the lab structure.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code.
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations, Yaroslav Tartakovsky.
We're moving on.
Logging you out.
Logging you out.
I am feeling not so well.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct...
Do you think he's okay?
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input. 875-020-079. Code Omega. Local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
There we go. There's like 1 or 2 enemies in nearby. Just 1 or 2, you know. There, we took care of the 1 or 2 problems. 1 or 2, 20, 40, you know, whatever. Shit happens, yo. There's at least 1 or 2.
I'm sorry about this, Shepard. We've got orders from Venezia. Open fire!
See, if we'd done this in a different order, we would not have had to kill. But we did it this way. To be honest, I didn't know it was this way. Makes sense that if you didn't go and take care of her first, you'd have to do this. I think he dies anyway, but a lot more experience this way, though. Wait, where's this go? Whoops. I wanted to see the map. To the secure lab. Sure. Spin, 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 was spin, spin, spin. I bungled it. Huh. Well, that's new. A dead guy is shooting us. You can't actually kill him. A dead guy is shooting us, but we can't kill him because he's dead. Ah, we killed a dead body. Yay! I have never seen that. To be 100%. Hi, Liara. What are you doing here?
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told him about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando
That's
unit before?
literally the only different,
I can't believe you
different, other things.
I now realize I should have been stricter with her.
Her helmet, she's like she's wearing a fucking bug helmet. It's weird, to be honest. So to beat her, you just have to beat up all of the enemies, so... Which is really not that hard. Until she, you know, pushes you over and you just fall over dead for no goddamn reason. And that's why we saved. Like, I had full health, I fell over and I was dead. Note to self, do not run right up there. I will keep that in mind, self. Why, thank you, self. Okay, yeah, we are right here, so.
Have you...
We're gonna play it smarter and just kind of wait back here.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
So you could turn on me again?
Yes, but it would not be my will, Shepard. People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. Oh, you should.
Mother, don't leave. Fight him.
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die.
Die. Die.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Netigel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again.
Mother.
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn.
I love how the music just cranks up.
They always said there would be a...
There was no light at the end of her tunnel. Just darkness. You know, they always said that the eyes were the windows to the soul, but it appears it was not the eyes, but it was the dress that was the windows to the cleavage.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. You are not in harmony with those who hoped to control us. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
Look, those tanks? Acid. Strong enough to kill anything, no matter its biology. They wouldn't have installed that if they weren't afraid of the consequences of her getting loose.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No. I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
You could have calmed them if I hadn't set off the purge?
No. Our minds are not as yours. We can only learn to sing in harmony. Without a mother, children are lost to silence. You should not sing of them in gray and violet. We would have stilled them ourselves.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Like, there's so many things I want to talk about. But we have to wait until it becomes applicable. In Mass Effect 3. This is a decision that occurs again in 2 games. Yup. Like, there are decisions we make here that won't happen until, you know, some point in 2, some in 3. Nothing we do here will impact Andromeda, though. Not that I know of, at least. Not that I remember. But like I said before, I don't remember Andromeda. Like I said, I've got a ton of knowledge that I can drop about this series. So, yeah.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu Relay?
The Mu Relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
Well, there's Ashley.
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
They never seem to agree with us. Absolutely. You're gonna enjoy some choices we get to make later on. There are quotes around that.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
With all due respect.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Nope, not yet. Well, no. So, I don't think we're actually going to have time to do the DLC mission, so we'll do that first next week. So instead, actually, let's go talk to some people. Instead, what we're going to do is just do side missions. Type of deal. We'll talk to Liara, we'll talk to Tally, we'll talk to Erdnot, we'll talk to Gris. Battle.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was, but she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time. And Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
Williams and I are just friends, nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
Shepard.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too.
I knew it.
But does this not seem rather strange?
There are only 3 romance options
Why
in the
do I
first
feel
game.
So close to you. We have only known each other
Liara,
a short time.
Williams,
we are from two
and Caden.
different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
These things never make sense. They just happen, and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
So dangerous.
I'll keep you safe.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
We made it awkward for her. Excuse me, closed captions. I said we, not I. I think I did. I don't remember what I said.
Command, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to... I grew up hearing about his accomplishment. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Sarah.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Sarah. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability.
I love how his, volume just doubled.
No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules. C-Sex rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but thanks, Commander.
Shepard.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me.
Oh, I forgot about the Krogans. They're probably the second longest.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? Ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard. So yeah, genophage. We'll dive more into that in 2 and 3. Actually, every problem we'll dive more into in 2 and 3. Actually, all the Yasari problems, all the Turian problems.
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
I don't even think we're halfway through the game, by the way.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my
This is
pilgrimage
intro
ends
to the
and I
Mass
go back
Effect
to
as
my
a
own
whole,
people,
yes.
I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
We couldn't have done this without you, Telly.
You've been good to me.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I'm going to miss you when you go back to your own people, Telly.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
I should go.
See you later.
See, I want to make comments about the parties and all the games, but I can't, not until we get there. It's impossible. Improbable. Cannot do it. Will not do it. Shall not do it. We just wait, and we'll get there when we get there. Maybe. We'll see. There's actually lots of
Good timing,
things
Commander.
here.
We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the council. I'll patch it through.
Oh, we have to do this, don't we? Okay.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised.
Oh, could you imagine piloting a several billion-dollar jet like that? And then just having like a bad day and you just crash that? Alright. Now we go here to Gazawin. Would you want to? Honestly, yeah, I would like to fly. I can't because I wear glasses. You need to have close to near perfect vision. I do not. Granted, I could probably get LASIK and, you know, have perfect vision, but, like, nah, I've heard enough about what you have to do in order to do LASIK, and I'm like, no. I'm not staring directly into a laser for several minutes.
On my way.
Definitely not gonna do that when I haven't saved yet. We're gonna save and then we're gonna go kill it. Perfect. Bop, 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 bop. Yeah, there's one achievement I have not gotten in this game. Well, I mean, there's several I have not gotten in this game, but one of them that I have not gotten is the max level, which is 60. The highest I've gotten is level 51. And to be honest, I don't really know how to get to 60 in this game. Potentially, you have to literally explore every map, every world, collect everything. But I don't know. TBH. Tabah. Appears to be no one left at this camp. The generator is still functioning, but there's no signs of the former occupants. The computer notes several locations of interest. Perfect. I mean, granted, the easiest thing to do would be to New Game Plus it, but like, I can already get uber overpowered from the very get-go. Why would I want to be ultra, omega, amazingly overpowered from the get-go, you know? Give the enemies a little bit of a fighting chance, you know? Cobalt. It was a trap! We almost blew up. Slightly. Ever so slightly. But we didn't. Hold on, can I turn that beacon off? Let's double check that first. Because sometimes they're like, oh, you can turn off the beacon now. You cannot. And yeah. Bunch of turrets. Wonderbar. Tolly, all the time is the time to talk to time. Time to talk to time to time to time time time. Cha-cha, 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 cha-cha. Easy peasy. Guilty pleasure. Closing doors and locking my teammates in them. No. It's wunderbar. V-U-N. Wunder. We found a dead man. Nope. Not at all. But because we've got 3 big missions and things to do that we can't really do and all that, I think once we get back to that Normandy, we might just call it right about here. Seems like a good plan. Yeah? Ja? Ja ja? Alright, everybody. I think we're going to be calling it right here. So, thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And until the next time, everybody. Stay funky, people.